Welcome, fellow shoppers. It's Christmas. Of course it's not. It's the middle of November. But to everyone in supermarkets, apparently it's now Christmas. Everything has to be Christmas. Probably tipped half of these out of the packet. These are Fox's Festive Jam and Cream Cream Crunch. So basically, they're half of the packet jam and cream with a few little Christmas varieties and shapes, and the rest of it is just cream crunch, which is as you'd expect. Now, I picked them up in Lidl. Now, you can probably find them in other supermarkets, but that's just where I found them. Now, interestingly, you get 365 grams worth of biscuits. And, get this, at Fox's, we understand that every biscuit needs to give you a little moment of pleasure. And that's why since 1853, we use high-quality ingredients to bake our fabulously tasty biscuit selection just for you. And of course, you get 24 biscuits in a pack. I'm assuming 12 of each. That would be the expectation. I'm just going to open it. I'm going to get into it. Now, I appreciate it's not Christmas. However, people like you are going to go to the shops, buy everything Christmas related just because it's almost December. Now, my opinion would be eat it in December when it's actually Christmas. Let's have a look. Now, just food for thought. Again, these are meant as family packs and treats to share amongst friends. They are not meant for one individual on the internet to eat the entire packet. This is not a mukbang video. I'm not going to be eating these until I'm sick. I'm just going to be showing you what you could be eating. If it will come out of the packet without breaking. Ta-da! No, I did not. Ta-da! Oh, wow, these are much smaller than I thought. Bigger's not always better, but wow, these are tiny. Okay, let's see if you can see them without me tipping the entire packet over this kitchen table. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As you'd expect, you've got 12 jam and creams and 12 crunch creams. You got stars and Christmas trees? Yeah, stars and Christmas trees. So you got Christmas trees and you've got stars. There we go. Jam and creams, you've got the crunch creams, you've got the double chocolate ones, and you've got the normal biscuity. What even are those? I eat them, but I don't know what they actually are. Does it even say? Doesn't say. Fabulous. Great descriptions from Fox's here. No idea. Okay. But I know that they contain calcium carbonate. Fantastic. So I don't know what flavour they are, but I know that they contain calcium carbonate. I haven't got a bloody clue what that is. I'm sure it tastes delicious, though. I think I've realised why I thought these were much bigger than they actually are. Now, look at the packet. Yeah, you see, they look like normal-sized biscuits. If I was eating, to put these in scale, go and buy a normal crunch cream packet. And you'd think that they're quite big like that. But in reality, they're a little bit smaller, I think. But it does say on the packet, biscuits not shown to actual size, which makes a lot of sense. So I probably was fooled into thinking you get bigger biscuits than they actually are. I didn't realise that you got 24. I expected less and for them to be larger. I'd quite happily have them double in size and have half the amount, in all honesty. But again, these are a sharing platter type thing. They're not for an individual person like me to just sit and gouge and eat them all evening. Although you can do that, your mileage may vary. Now, as with every video, I'm not going to eat them off the table. I'm going to eat them off a plate. Where's my plate? Found a plate. Now, I think it's realistic here that I eat one jam and cream, they're stuck together, one jam and cream, which are incredibly tiny, one chocolate cream crunch, one, I'm going to say vanilla cream crunch with just average biscuit. Let's see if I can give you a close-up view. It's sliding around, so probably not. There we go, can you see them? Now, what's my favourite biscuit? Probably jam and cream crunch if I was going to choose out of these lot. I just prefer them. I like the jam part of it because they're jam and cream crunch. Are they a crunch? No, they're just jam and cream, aren't they? I'm talking out my backside here. They don't crunch. The other ones crunch. They're more like a biscuit. They're all fucking biscuits, aren't they? Honestly, I don't know what I'm talking about here. Get this. This is how long of a day it's been. So I was reading the back of the packet as well. It says, we'd love to hear from you. And I thought, oh, I wonder what the email address is, just in case I don't like them. You know, got to give them that feedback. I thought it said caroline@foxbiscuits.co.uk. I actually read it properly this time, and it says Caroline, not Caroline. Don't email Caroline. I don't know who she is. I mean, but if you're trying to chat up Caroline, maybe offer her a biscuit. But she might have had too many. Depends which department she works in. You never know. Now, which one do I eat first? Now, I'm trying to think which one the sickliest one will be, because I think then it will detract from the flavour of the other ones if I eat them afterwards. Now, I think the dark chocolatey one, double chocolatey, will be more sickly. I think the Jam and Crunch cream is probably the most basic, so I might eat that first, and I'll eat the jam and cream, no crunch, jam and cream in the middle. Oh, I do love the smell of them now. Okay, so if you're like me, you might not be, because not everyone's as eccentric as me. But I pop them open, if I can do this. Yes, clean break. I open them like that because I just prefer if biscuits were like that. I appreciate that's not like how you should have a biscuit, because that's just very messy to package and eat. But ultimately, I think separating them is the way to go. I wonder if I can do the same with this one. Let's have a look. I'm usually not this lucky. Oh, God. Oh, yes. Not clean break. See, that's the most satisfying thing in life. Well, one of the most satisfying things, if you have a clean break on your crunch cream. I don't really have biscuits that often, so honestly, I don't really know whether or not these are going to be a recommendation. I mean, if you're going to eat them with your family and friends, absolutely. I think these with some tea, absolutely fine, or some coffee, whatever your preference is. I don't drink tea or coffee. I mainly drink hot chocolate, very rarely. But I don't think these would really go with hot chocolate. I think it might be all a bit too sickly. So I'm going to start with the crunch cream. I'm removing half of the biscuit simply because I know that when you eat these, if you eat them, right, get this. If you eat them, I've just crushed it. But to give you an example, so your teeth break through the top first usually. It bends it and breaks it and snaps it. And then what you find is that the other half, as you can see there, breaks off and lands on the floor. And if it lands on the floor, you've got one of two choices. If you're a civilized individual, then you'll leave it on the floor, pick it up, throw it in the bin. If you're anyone like me, you will eat it straight off the floor and won't think anything about it. So I'm going to take the top off, that's now crumbled anyway. I'm going to try this. Let's give it a go. Now again, I was going to hopefully refer to the packaging to tell you what they actually taste like, but Caroline hasn't given any description of what these actual biscuits are. So, not very great marks from Caroline. I think if you want to know what each individual biscuit is, I think ultimately you're going to have to get the individual packets of them. Not good. I mean, they are good. I have to say, they are good. They're not my favourite though. I do like the vanilla-y flavour, cream, whatever it is, but they're not amazing. Let's try these ones. Now these ones, you can try to break them in half. By doing so, you'll probably leave a very crumbly mess behind. I wouldn't recommend it. I'd just eat these normally. Okay. Oh yeah, they're my favourite. You have to get to the second bite though to eat the jam. It's got a huge mouth. Oh yeah, I'm filming. Perfect. The jam, nice and sugary, nice and sweet. Exactly how you want your jam to be. Pretty good treat. I'm going to try what's left of the chocolate crunch cream. there's not as much chocolate. I'm going to go for the side that has a little bit more chocolate on them. No. Too much chocolate. No, it's overwhelming. Now, I like chocolate. From this channel, you'll know that I like chocolate, especially Kinder Buenos. But these crunch creams, I don't rate them massively. Now, I do eat them occasionally because, like biscuits, I know there's loads of varieties. I do like the ones that have a bit of cream in, something with a little bit more flavour in, rather than just a plain chocolate digestive or something. So I do normally like these. I don't generally go for the double chocolate though, because they're just too chocolatey. Jam and cream is a top favourite. Can I get this mess out of the way? Because I have to stare at that. And bring these back. Now, I have a feeling that if you brought these around the table of your friends or family, what's going to happen is that your favourite ones are going to disappear like hotcakes. So if you like the jam ones, that's immediately, ruled out half the packet if all you want is the jam ones. You've only got 12 of those left. If you share them amongst friends and family, you're barely going to get any. What would I do? Ultimately, it depends on whether this is good value. Now, admittedly, this is better to just have on your little coffee table. People pick from, little Christmas treats, which is probably white, made in Christmas packaging. You just want this sat on a table for people to eat. But if you're not too fussed about it being Christmas, you're trying to save money, buy the packets individually. Now, I can't recall exactly how much this was, but it was around the £2 or £3 mark, I believe. Now, for that, you're probably going to get 2 or 3 packs of biscuits, probably anyway, depending on where you shop and how much they are at the time. But remember, you're going to get a lot more, because you only get 24 biscuits. Now, I can't recall off the top of my head how many biscuits are in a pack usually, but I'd say if you had 3 packs of biscuits, you'd probably end up with more than 24 biscuits. So again, these, pretty good. Not so fond of the crunch creams, but I think for the kids, for your little family get-together during Christmas, these are a pretty good shout. Now, if you want to see more videos like this and you want me to review any kinds of food from the UK or abroad, if you're happy to ship me it, then let me know. Drop a comment down below, let me see what you guys can come up with, and I'll try it. Until the next video.